Okay.
Because he has a lot of baggages that if he does what I have done today, he will not spend the next 7 days seeing the light of the day. You also know what happened to Mr. Matawalle at the inception of the government. Now the president has to come back, had to come down very, very heavy on the former EFCC chairman to the extent of sacking him, to shield Mr. Matawalle from the budget he was carrying. Now, whether Mr. President would win or not is a question of seeing, but I want to assure you something today. I am going to deduct 1 million votes out of Mr. President's votes that he got in 2023. Mark my words. I am going to do it. I'm going to work for it, and by the special grace of God, I'm going to win that. Now, whether somebody says I'm a featherweight, I'm a lightweight, whatever I am, now 2027 is going to determine who is a featherweight. And
also because of time.
And he didn't even stop there. He accused President Bola Tinubu of being a use and dump leader who neglects loyal allies after securing power. And he cited injustice, neglect, and worsening insecurity in Zamfara as reasons for quitting the ruling party, adding that the state was sidelined in appointment and resource distribution despite delivering vote for Tinubu in 2023. Basically, not to waste time, he was saying that only 2 votes in the ministerial slot were accorded to the Northwest, and he was saying some states, especially the Southwest, some got more than 1 slot in the ministerial slot, saying favoritism by the president.
Yes, you see, I feel very sad, the quality of politics we're playing. How many years after we came back to democracy. Well, good enough that he raised some of his issues, which I also consider to be fundamental. Quite a number of people have criticized the Tinubu administration for being nepotistic, and I am not going to stand on his side supporting the president on what has happened. It may be a fallout from what Muhammadu Buhari, the late president, did during his 8 years, that the Southwest is attempting to reverse in a way. But for me, I don't think politics should be played that way, especially in Nigeria with a multi-ethnic, multi-religious, and so on and so forth, that power should be evenly distributed amongst the component units in accordance with the Constitution.
Yeah, I'm so interested in that because one of the things that he emphasized was that the Constitution says that every state must be represented in the FEC. And he also accused the president of allocating 3 trillion naira to Lagos State. Neglecting other states.
Well, I have not read that. I haven't read that.
It's a Daily Trust report.
Okay.
Manchester did.
In fact, actually, I read it from Daily Trust, and I think it was 30th of August, Saturday, where Daily Trust said in 2 years, Lagos gets 3.9 trillion naira projects. It was the reason you had that story yesterday, from Sunday and yesterday, of presidency rolling out the distribution of
projects and all that
in different parts of the country. That was the argument. So you see different people making different comments. But the presidency just yesterday said that it is the power-hungry politicians who feel politically displaced that we are calling for the removal of President Bola Tinubu from office or accusing him of nepotism.
You know something, Shehu, and we have always known this, that politics appears to be the mainstay for the Northerners. They have been feeding on politics from time immemorial. Let me use it that way, And it is most unfortunate that even up till now, the situation appears not to have changed. But that is not to exonerate the president, in the allocation of resources, between the component units of the federation. If there are grounds, for people to criticize the mode of allocating resources, why not?
And going by the Constitution as well.
Exactly, because you see, one thing I have found with the present political arrangements is the wanton disregard for the laws of the land, and that's not good enough. For instance, the Attorney General was recently quoted to have rebuked Okpebolo of Edo State, that he admonished him that he had no such power to suspend a local government chairman or chairman. And this is a man who led in the suspension of the governor of River State. And I start to wonder, so the wanton disregard for the laws of the land. I was even going to ask you, Sheon, about what is going on in Edo State. If the president declared a state of emergency and dissolved all democratic institutions, has that law been repealed? Has a new law been made that now allows them to conduct local government elections? As far as
are you talking about River State?
About River State.
No, I don't.
All right. So I am saying, can you put something on nothing and expect same to stand? So the disposition of our politicians to the laws of the land, particularly the Constitution, is very, very worrisome.
Demilade John on Facebook says,
yes.
You cannot be loved by everybody. More antagonists from the north against Mr. President is not a new thing in Nigeria. Going by history, they rule this country more than any other geopolitical zones, let them say. Demilade John also says, Arekweshola too joining ADC. He had forgotten the finger that fed him in Osun State.
Okay, we will take a break and then we'll come back. We are live on Facebook, so you can make your comment. Thank you, Demilade John. Thank you, Temidayo Sunday, Mao Lebara, and Maja Kobaja Dekunle, as well as Aaron Yahaya. Thank you for being on Facebook. Please come, let's have the conversation there. We'll be back in a moment. That's natural gas, CNG, which rose from 230 naira per SCM, that is standard cubic meter, to 380 naira per standard cubic meter at several independent filling stations. The Trust reports that major filling stations, including NIPCO, CNG, and Mobile, raised their pump price from 230 to 380 on Monday. So this thing is a fear that a lot of people had expressed when we were asked to migrate to CNG. And now its price is really rising. And no one things rises in Nigeria like that.
To come down.
They don't usually come down.
But I that really surprises me because I think a couple of days ago, or perhaps a week or two, there was this news, that liquefied natural gas, the pricing was coming down, and that Nigerians were going to have a better lease of life. And I think I was at the terminal about 2-3 days ago, and I bought it for, I think, 11,000, 200 or 300 naira or thereabout. So this really surprises me that gas is on the rise again.
It's CNG.
I know. But is it not almost the same thing?
They're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. Anyway, let's go to comment here.
Before we go, let's quickly take this Oyo story. Olubadan Oyo unveils 1-week activities for Ladoja's coronation. The Oyo state government on Monday unveiled a 1-week program of activities leading to the coronation of the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land, Baba Rashidi Ladoja, scheduled for Friday, September 26. And according to the statement released,